Computer. Share screen. Presenter view. There we go. You guys can see the slide, the flow state open house. Awesome. Okay. And we are recording. So this is great, guys. Thank you so much for being here today. This is going to be a lot of information, and I have a lot of things to cover. If you have questions, write down anahatacodes@outlook.com. Send me an email. I will personally get back to you, because this isn't a workshop. This is a what does it mean to become a flow state technique practitioner? And you can do this for yourself first and then for others, right? So I want to just iterate, if you are a coach, awesome. I would love to see in the chat all of the things that you're certified in or the things that you dabble in. But if you don't dabble in anything, this could be your first experience in doing that. And also, you may not even know if you want to be certified. Still, the best approach is to join the practitioner training. Why? Because it is such a massive amount of information. Your entire life will change. And as your life changes, what usually happens is people say, oh, I want to do this for other people as well. So I am so excited you are here on this path of transformation. I've been at it for 10 years, if you can believe it. April 2015 will be when I had my divine download. So I'll explain that in just a second. But just welcome. Let me see if I can even see the chat, though. Darn it. In this view, I can't see the chat. Well, bummer. Oh, well, you can't have it all, I guess. All right, so oh, there it is. I see it. Wonderful. Okay, so Barb, she's certified in Feng Shui, Qigong, 9-star Qi, dowsing, quantum healing. Others, reach out to Barb if you are interested in any of that. Lindsay is doing Reiki. She's got this Rainbow Ripples Healing Arts organization. She's a personal mandala, fine art. I don't know what that means. Photography. And oh yeah, I do know what that means. She's given me some. They're beautiful. Interior design. I didn't know that. That's amazing. All right. So put in your details, Lindsay, if you want to connect with her, you can. And let's see. Dina doesn't have any certifications per se, but she does do Kahuna Reiki. Nice. And crystals and grids and dragon lines and all of these things. Gatekeeping, stargates. Nice. Yes, I feel the same way, Dina. I signed up for an awful lot this lifetime. It's really, and it's ever expanding. It's like, wow, will it ever end? I don't think so. That's the cool part. And if I missed anyone else, or if you want to introduce yourself to the group, do so. So let's get going with who am I? And it really doesn't matter who I am. I'm here to serve you. And I always say this, but I want to reiterate, when we go through everything that's included, I want you to know that I want you to take what I give you and make it your own. So you could, do what I do exactly to the T, but it still wouldn't be me, right? So you have your unique flair, and I do endorse you in taking what I teach you and making it your own. None of us, no two FST practitioners are going to do it the same. And I think that's rare, because usually with certifications, you've got to duplicate the process specifically. And I just don't believe that. I don't believe in black and white. I believe in yes. So I am currently, this past year, actually 2024, I finally achieved award-winning international best-selling. Woo! The title. But it's just a title, but I have been doing this for a long time, a decade, researching, teaching the intersection of neuroscience, energy psychology, quantum transformation. And as I said, in 2015, I had that divine download, which gave me the book of codes, the Anahata codes that can be programmed into the water of your body, actually, and also into water, and then you drink it. And that really does return you to wholeness. We'll get into it. because I want to also share that my belief is that all dis-ease, whether it's mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, is simply only ever a distortion of your field. That's it. It's a separation from the divine truth that you are the creator of your reality. And I know you all know that because that's why you're here. You are a creator. I'm a creator. And so through this decade-long journey to knowing thyself, I have dabbled, like you all, in so many modalities, I've lost track of all of them. And quite frankly, some work, some don't. Some you outgrow, right? That seems to be the case with us. We find something that works and then, whoa, this also is more effective, efficient, and deeper. And so I've done the work for you. I've combined all the ones that I think work into one modality that I call the flow state technique. And that's what we're going to learn about today. So I've had the honor over the last decade to work with thousands of people and really to zoom out on the nugget of gold that I kind of see as my mission is helping people find wholeness. I want you to break free from burnout, from self-sabotage, from subconscious programming, because it all is a lie. It's a distortion. And so today I'm going to share with you why I believe traditional healing, coaching, personal development often falls short, and then what you can do about it. Because I know many of you are already coaches of some sort, energy medicine practitioners, or maybe just life coaches. Again, explain your history in the chat and also put your details to connect if you want to. And also, guys, I do encourage you to join Alchemical Academy Facebook group, because that's going to be where we can start interacting. I really am going to empower all my practitioners. You will be pre-approved on all your posts, right? As I want as much conversation going as possible in there. So now I'm going to ask you this because we've all dabbled and we kind of all feel like we hit these walls, these fake walls, where you feel like it's not creating lasting breakthroughs. That was my quest. I was like, it's good, but like, how can, maybe you've read tons of books, taken courses, done the work, but you still feel stuck in some pattern, right? Or maybe you're really good at inspiring your clients, but somehow they don't, fully heal, if you will. And heal is a strange word. I'm not going to get into that, but really it just means a return to the memory of wholeness. So, in that sense, it's not just physical, it's an emotional, mental, and spiritual course. So as practitioners, we're always looking for a way to create deeper, faster, more lasting transformations. And if that's you, then awesome, because that's what we're going to get into. I want to chat with you really quickly about why most people are stuck. Because whether or not you join me in this 13 module powerhouse of a program, the reality is that people are stuck because they're in survival mode. Okay, people and traditional coaching only scratches the surface. It only usually scratches the mental surface. So a lot of people are overthinking, procrastinating, sabotaging their success. A lot of people are exhausted, overwhelmed, can't sustain motivation. A lot of people are experiencing chronic stress, anxiety, physical pain that doesn't seem to go away. And so you could read self-help books, take courses, and still not see a change. And the missing piece is if their nervous system, subconscious mind, and energy field are out of alignment with each other, they're not going to just have energy issues. They're going to have physical symptoms and health issues, right? We know this. And so when people come to you and they want to heal, but they don't do the work, it doesn't last. And that's because they're not getting into their habits, okay? When energy is blocked or distorted, you do feel off. And it starts in the mind, it becomes emotional, right? Thoughts create emotions that reference holographically your memories. of trauma, of drama, and then you reiterate. It's like we're stuck on a loop. And so the mind is electric, the heart is magnetic, and the law of attraction comes from your resonance before that. The law of resonance becomes before the law of attraction. So you always get what you're asking for in that sense. And most people have no clue what they're asking for, because 90+% of it, I think Bruce Lipton thinks it's more like 99, is subconscious. Okay, so this is no one's fault. It's unfortunate, but now we have tools. There are solutions. And what needs to change is we need to go deeper. We need to go under the surface. We can't rely on willpower. We need to retrain the nervous system, rewire the brain. And instead of just talking about mindset, we've got to talk about emotion set. And to me, that is the water in the body. Okay, this is going to store new patterns of success. And instead of allowing our habitual thoughts to activate emotions that further confirm our limiting beliefs, we've got to start changing the way we actually feel. And I don't mean through suppression. I mean radical acceptance of what is, and ... super eager and looking forward to what is to come as you are consciously co-creating, consciously. And so because of that, emotions are what matters. It matters how you feel. And so instead of just trying to push through burnout or stress or overwhelm, we need to get into the flow state. That is where healing, transformation, and peak performance become effortless. So let's talk about where we're going today with all of this, and we'll get busy. There will be a replay. There is a lot of information, but by the end of this open house, you're going to see exactly why flow state technique, or FST, is at the cutting edge of personal transformation, and how you can use it to create super rapid lasting shifts for yourself first and your clients by way of rippling out and sharing. So really, really exciting. There's gaps in what's, the main reason why people don't coaching is really focused on mindset shifts, as I said. And what do most coaches and self-help programs teach? Well, it's all good stuff. You have to have clear goals. You've got to use positive affirmations. You need to create good morning routines and new habits. You need to think positively and visualize your success. You need to release energy that doesn't serve you. Awesome. Those things are helpful and really critical, but it's only a start. That is just the top of the iceberg. And we aren't really addressing the whole of your habits when we don't go deeper. And so the real reason people don't change is because willpower alone doesn't work. Okay. So as I said, if the body's energy, nervous system, subconscious mind are out of sync, progress won't last at all. So if you have ever or do struggle with procrastination, even when you know exactly what to do, that's the funniest part. You know what to do, you just aren't doing it. Emotional blocks, the roots, I feel scared, or I feel like an imposter, or I'm not worthy, or I'm not ready even, right? Or burnout, or you're like in this buy me mode, pushing yourself through, willpower and trying to, get motivated, but you're always in stress response. So then you crash, right? And it's not that we don't want change. Some of us are subconsciously not allowing ourselves to change, which is a whole different self-sabotage, but it's really just because we're running on old programs. Okay. Your mind is saying, I want to do this or be successful or heal or have this. I want to change my life. But if your nervous system, subconscious, and water is not on board, I call it getting all of you on board with all of you, right? The 95% of you that you haven't had access to yet, because the body always wins. Okay. it's going to pull you back into the same loops, the same emotions, and the same patterns. And this is why clients aren't changing. You know, I know what to do, I just can't do it. I've tried everything, but nothing seems to work. Or I make progress and then I'm always back where I started. Okay. So here's the solution. I'm super excited. This is mind, body, energy, water. That's it. Okay. The subconscious mind, addressing the patterns, the beliefs, the behaviors where you were programmed. And this goes deeper than just this lifetime, goes into past lives, also ancestral garbage, epigenetical information that's passed down, you know, and then the nervous system. Where are you holding your trauma? Where your stress responses live in the fascia of your body. It's a somatic process. And what is that made of? Water. We always ignore, you know, in anatomy, we look at, you know, the outline of all of the things, like a cell, for example. Well, that's great. There's the nucleus and but what, it's water. It's 99% water. And the water in your body holds memory and emotion at a cellular level. So again, mind, body, energy, water is all of that. And so we cannot just focus on mindset. We need to focus on emotion set. And that's what the flow state technique does. And let's get into it. There's 3 simple pillars. Okay, that's it. Just 3. It's neuroplasticity, water activation, and flow state. That's it. Rewiring your brain and dissolving limiting patterns so that your heart can take the forefront, that you can be open and in sync with the divine wisdom that you are and that you have available every second of every moment. Reprogramming the body's cellular memory. It has to happen. And we do this automatically. We just didn't know that that's what we were doing. That's how any habit sticks, is you've reprogrammed your identity through the cellular memory that is stored in the water. And you're iterating, you're amplifying those new beliefs if you've succeeded. And then the flow state, what is that? That's training your body and brain to enter peak performance effortlessly. Not just peak performance, optimal experience. This is joy of the journey. This is feeling good because life is wonderful, transcendent of any circumstance, right? Autotelic. Such a beautiful place to be. And so Faye is, oh, we already said that one. Okay. Yeah. Anyone else want to introduce themselves in the chat? Go for it. So let's go deeper into each of these quickly, and then I'm going to share with you the modules. There are 13. So now, if you know what neuroplasticity is, great. Not like this. No one on the planet goes this deep because no one's doing this. That's the other part, guys. This is cutting edge coaching technology that I'm offering you. You will be among the first on the planet. That's pretty incredible to think about. I'm finishing writing. It's 178 pages and growing, this book that I'm going to launch hopefully in April. That was my deadline, but I may have to extend it out a little bit. But I'm going for it. It's going to be a bestseller. People are going to know about this, and then they're going to wonder, how can I get this done for myself, right? People love done for you things, and they will come to you. And I'm going to list you on my website. I'm going to interview you on my YouTube channel if you want it. Awesome. Yes. Okay. So you guys are chatting away. That's good. So the looping, the programming, that's what neuroplasticity addresses. You're going to stop self-sabotaging, and you're going to be wired for success. You're going to create new habits effortlessly instead of willing them to be so. You're going to experience real shifts in confidence, in focus, in emotional resilience, all of those things. Okay, that's what true neuroplasticity does because of the water activation. Okay, and this is groundbreaking but ancient wisdom. I wrote the bestseller, oh dang, I wish you could see me, this Light Memory and Alchemist's Guide to Waterbending book. Highly recommend it. You get a digital copy when you enroll in the FST practitioner training. So this water activation is the way of the future. And in 10 to 20 years from now, people will be like, oh yeah, water activation. And in fact, when I first started teaching assisting frequencies, no one even knew what that was. They were like, what are you even talking about? But it's going to become common wisdom and like no brainer that water is the key. And so when you reprogram the water in your body, and by the way, water is emotion. Okay, in Chinese medicine, the element of water is emotion, and emotion is water. And it makes sense because the memory is where water is stored. And if you break apart and analyze the word memory, it comes from Hebrew mem and ori, and that is light and water. Isn't that crazy? Conscious awareness of the water, which is emotion. That's what memory is. If you think a thought and you don't have an emotional response to it, you're detached. But when you think a thought and it evokes gratitude or love or makes you smile, it's a visceral qualia that no one can enforce upon you. It's all self-induced. You get to choose the way you want to think and therefore feel. So FST is going to teach you how to encode water with specific frequencies, assisting frequencies that are like energetic instructions so that your body literally holds and activates a blueprint of success, health, purpose, passion, fulfillment, loving relationships, etc. And so for your client, you're going to be able to offer instant energetic shifts, right? No need for years of therapy. You're going to be able to offer them a way to rewire, not just rewrite, but on default, subconscious affirmations, like no journaling could ever accomplish, right? Or what are those called? Vision boards. I don't even call them that because I go deeper with that as well. But and then they're going to start attracting different experiences and different results because their identity has shifted at a cellular level. It's really incredible. So the third component, the flow state technique component, is flow state access. Okay, so that's a heightened state. You can think of it like being in the zone. If you've ever heard of athletes say, oh, I'm in the zone. Your time dilates. You've got this beautiful cocktail of dopamine, serotonin, norepinephrine, the reward circuitry, and it feels natural instead of forced. You're excelling and winning. You're challenged, but it's effortless. It's very paradoxical as well. And instead of pushing, it's basically think about it as life is hard, it's all uphill, and then you turn your boat around and you start going with the flow, and then things just snap into place. And as you affirm those snappings, more happens, and then people say, man, you're just so lucky, you're so blessed. Well, luck has nothing to do with it, right? It's you always get what you're asking for. So you can help people shift into flow and into their parasympathetic nervous system, out of their sympathetic fight, flight, frozen mode, right? They're going to feel, they're going to stop feeling drained and start operating from ease, excitement, abundance of energy. They're going to achieve more in less time. without forcing themselves. They're going to break free from patterns of procrastination and self-doubt. It's going to be amazing. And why do I know this? It's worked for me and it's worked for thousands of my students. And so when you master the flow state technique, you're going to be a natural leader in your field because it doesn't even exist yet. I'm the only person doing it on the planet. And I'm like, everyone should be doing this. Let's do this, right? So you're going to be able to charge higher rates because your work is profoundly effective, because you receive in proportion to your value. And this is different from traditional coaching. You're going to be the go-to expert in whatever niche that you decide you serve. Okay, this is an important part of the training. You can't just say, I'm a flow state technique practitioner. Do you need me? No one knows that. You've got to commit to a niche. I help, busy moms to manage their stress level, be present for their kids, and achieve goals in an hour a day, right? Something like, right? You've got to be very specific, and I'm going to help you with that as well. But you're going to be the go-to expert in whatever way you serve using the framer of the flow state technique. So I want to talk about how the certification works, because one of the biggest concerns you're going to have is, holy crap, I don't have time for this. Okay. And that's a lie. But I will just say, when I explain what's included, don't go to overwhelm, because it's comprehensive. I'm giving you the whole enchilada, but you can eat bite by bite whatever you choose. And also not eat the olives if you don't like olives. You see what I mean? So I want to put the objection to bed and reframe the depth and scope into something that is bite-sized and doable, because I've designed this program to work with your schedule. Okay, that's it. So you have an hour per week and an hour of study, of doing. So if you can commit to 2 hours per week for any module that you're in, you're going to succeed. Okay. So that makes it really doable. Oh, what happens? You're going on vacation in August? Don't do the module in August if there is one. Okay. So what's going to be included is live weekly classes. Every week you can attend in real time, ask questions. We can talk to each other. We can practice. You're going to get hands-on experience. But if you can't make it live, don't stress. Everything is recorded and put in the member center, so you can watch it at your own pace. You'll never feel behind because you're the boss. I should have brought, well, you can't see me, never mind. My mug says boss lady. And I love that, because you just have to remember you're the boss. So if you feel overwhelmed, it's because you are making yourself feel overwhelmed. Just back off, right? That's part of flow state, is understanding you don't push through when you're overwhelmed, you back off. Okay. You're going to become a master at the 80-20 rule, where 80% of your results comes from only 20% effort. And this is true. And so let's go for the 20% that's making a difference and stop these other distractions, right? So you're no longer going to feel pressured. You're going to be able to just move through this program in a way that fits your life. There are breaks between modules. This will give you time to integrate and apply. For example, what's today? The 5th. We don't go, our next module is not until March 25th, right? So we just finished a module, which you'll have access to if you join, or you can circle back to it. So that's the other thing. There are like 3 or 4 modules already done, but I will be offering them again, and you'll have a seat. So you can, pick and choose and do or not do and attend live or just in replay. And I think one of the cool things about the way I've arranged it is it's nonlinear. You don't have to pass A to pass B to pass C. You can take any piece of the spherical puzzle that is FST and implement it right away in your coaching practice. So when I say 13 modules, it's not like, well, next year I'll be able to offer. No, you can offer in 4 weeks if you complete the water activation certification. Go for it. And then you'll build, right? It's like a sundae. You can keep adding toppings. And if it's overwhelming, just go with the vanilla. It's fine. So nonlinear learning. And, some people are also, oh, I already know everything about that, which I don't recommend you ever take that stance. But if there is a topic where you're like, yeah, no, I'm a triple certified, NLP practitioner, I don't need that module, then don't take it, right? So again, you can loop back around if you were busy during a certain module. So this means when I get questions about timing, answer it yourself. There is no timing. It's all on your own pace, desire, schedule, and that's it. So it works for everyone, basically. And you can weave it in immediately. As soon as you finish and pass, if it's a certification. So there's 13 modules. Some of them are certifications where you're actually going to be a certified fill in the blank. Some of them are just master classes that are going to help you, right? And we'll get into that in a second. You move to your own rhythm and you're always supported. There's no rush. There's no stress. Just really powerful tools that will work when you're ready to use them. I recommend using it on yourself first and then other people or both. So you can go all in and be like, oh, I'm attending every single week that we do have class and I am getting certified. Some people, that's awesome. Go for it. If you want to do 4 out of the 12, it's still worth it to join this way rather than a la carte. And I'll explain the pricing in a few. Let's see. Oh, Michaela's here. I'm so glad you're here. All right. She's in Malta, that little island there off of, is it Greece? Or anyway, beautiful little region of the world. And she's just taken the water activation certification. By the way, some of you on this call are already in. So I'm glad that there's 45 spots. That's it. And 25 are taken. So there's only 20 left. So some of you are in. Awesome. Some of you only took 1 module and now you want to upgrade because I always apply what you've invested so far, which is great. Because yeah, you don't want to take a few classes with me and then realize, shoot, for just a little bit more, I could have had 13 modules, right? So I don't roll like that. If you've already taken any of the ones I'm about to describe and you want to join the FST, the 13 module, you just let me know. Send me an email, anahatacodes@outlook.com, and I will go into your account and look and apply the discount and give you a special link. All right. So let's talk about the 13 modules. And this is like a coaching business in a box. Like just add water, like literally, and a diverse one, right? So again, I want you to keep in mind as I describe each of these modules, they are all sold a la carte. That means you can just enroll in one. However, if you want to enroll in 2 or 3, it's cost effective to upgrade to all 13. And you'll see why when I talk about the pricing. All right, so let's do this. First one, this is a certification. It's the Flow State Foundations. I'm going to teach you, peak performance, optimal experience, alignment, mind, body, soul, in sync, and effortless. This is really going to help your clients end the to me or by me consciousness and go into this effortless alignment of through me and as me. So you're going to learn to not only be in flow more often, but if you're out of flow, fix it, right? Oh, I'm procrastinating. Oh, I've got self-doubt. Oh, there's emotional resistance, because blocks aren't just mental, as we've been talking about. They're energetic, they're somatic, they're in your body. So when you offer flow state coaching to anyone who wants to break free from limitations, it's not just for high achievers, creatives. It's anyone who's seeking ease and synchronicity, which is basically everyone in the world. Who doesn't want more ease and synchronicity in their life? So, Alana, yes, I know, baby. You're in the water certification activate. Oh no, you're in. Yes, you are. You upgraded. Now I remember. Very cool. Yeah, guys, if you're in, let us know in the chat. Again, there's 25. So there's only 20 spots left. All right. Second module. This is a certification. It is prana cultivation, life force energy. If your nervous system is stuck in fight, flight, freeze, good luck expanding. You're just getting by. So this is advanced techniques so that you can not only sustain life force energy, but cultivate it, grow it. If you've ever heard of, all healing is self-healing. And if you don't heal, it could be that you don't have enough energy or prana to do so, right? It takes energy. So this is going to get people out of survival mode, restore balance, clarity, vitality. Just having a sip of water. Yeah, it goes hand in hand. Some really amazing stuff in this course module. Now, yay, Michaela, she's in, Dina's in. Oh, I'm so excited. Well, Michaela will be in. Yes, she will. All right. So the water activation, this is the, this is part of the 3 core pillars on its own. Message in the chat if you've taken this one, the water activation certification. It was pretty incredible, I must say. And guys, when I talk about my programs in this way, I'm not saying like I'm incredible. The information that has come through, I am so blessed and honored to be this vessel, to be able to do this. It's like my hobby that I get to teach. Yeah. So it's an incredible information. And since your body is mostly water, that holds the key. And so basically this module is going to teach you how to program the water in your body and for others for success, whatever success looks like, right? It doesn't have to be success, money or wealth. It can be success in relationships or repairing a relationship or magnetizing a soulmate. It can be finding your life's purpose, passion. It can be, physical healing, right? We take a look at the past, the future, and into the now. It's a 3 segment process that I teach you that I never disclosed until this last session. By the way, it's all on demand. When you join, you have this. And if you want to take this one live, we will be doing it, right? So you'll have access again to the live one if you want to do it live. Now, this alone, water activation certification, you should be charging, and actually you have to, at least $149 per session. So if you're listening to this and you're thinking, well, what kind of pricing and income, I'm going to help you with all of that. But the zoom out is, think about how much extra income you want per month, do the math, and decide how many sessions you want to do per week. You can also set up group coaching, right? there's so many ways to package and deliver this information. All right. The next one is, I'm so excited about this. This is just a masterclass because I will be, there's so many components that you may want to go and get certified in this with someone else, right? Breath work, right? You can go, I paid $6,000 2 years ago to get breath work certified. There's hundreds of types of people teaching breath work. I ended up not even getting certified because I didn't believe that you should do breath work for an hour and a half, which was one of the requirements. I was like, yeah, no. But anyway, Qigong, some of you are already certified in that. It's movement, right? It's energy field and meridian tracing. Oh, so beautiful. I cannot wait for this series. We haven't started it yet. But this is really highly in demand, this type of offering, especially if you want to host, you know, get-togethers, gatherings where you do this kind of thing. And of course, what makes it special is it's energy in motion, and we supplement with assisting frequencies, right? All of the cherry on the cake of all of this is and assisting frequencies, energy in motion and assisting frequencies, right? Same with this one. I'm so excited about this one. This one's probably going to be the next one after the Cha-Ching frequency, which is next, which is March 25th. I'll explain that one in a minute. This is HypnoFlow, and it's self-hypnosis, okay? It's going to help you create a doorway for your students and your clients to have lasting transformation for anything. You've heard of like hypnosis, right? Where someone goes in and they have a smoking problem, and the practitioner, you know, takes them into hypnosis and basically reprograms the way they think about cigarettes, and they can't stand them after that. And they're like, nope, no more. I'm done. You know, lasting identity changes in this theta, beta, out of beta into theta, where you were programmed in the first place. So, but what makes this different is flow. It's HypnoFlow with water. So it's going to be really, really exciting. Let's see here. Yay, Lindsay's going to be in. I'm so excited. Aw, it's been a lifesaver for you. I know you always say that, and I'm like, wow, girl, that's really, see, your mess is your medicine. If you want to know who you serve and the problem you solve, look at yourself 3 to 5 years ago, and what have you overcome? You're uniquely positioned to help those sorts of people. But again, you need to make sure it's ikigai. It's good for you, good for the planet. People can pay you for it, and you love it. Okay, because I could be really good at being a coach for codependent women who have attracted abusive relationships and narcissists. It's good for the planet. People can pay me. I'm good at it. I don't love it. I don't want to be surrounded by that energy. So again, there's, you know, the ikigai, you got to make sure you got all 4 legs of your chair. But this seamlessly integrates into any type of, not even just coaching. Like, let's say you are a chef or you're an artist. You can infuse assisting frequencies into the water of your food and paintings. Like, just saying. And you can also teach people how to do that. So I wake up daily and think of another way that I could use what I know. I don't have time to do it all. That's why I'm empowering you. Awesome. Renita. Ooh, Renita's upgrading too. Guys, there's only 20 spots though, so it looks like they're ticking away as we speak. And why is that? Because I really pride myself on personal attention. And when you are in my inner circle, you have access to me, right? And I can't do that if there's hundreds of you. Now, even with 45, you may think, oh, that's a ton. No, usually 8 to 10 join live, right? So it just oscillates. It depends on, if it works, if you're taking that module and where you're at, if you've already done, there's a lot of factors, but that's about the sweet spot for me is 45. Okay. So this one's so fun. Timeline jumping. I've had students report crazy results doing timeline jumping. Really, reality is fluid, okay? And I'm going to teach you in this module to help people step into the timeline, literally, that already exists in potential of their highest dream. Juxtapose not being so set on the outcome that it happens that way. Now, timeline jumping is how I manifested my dream man. I can remember it like it was yesterday, where I was, what I was wearing, where my daughter was sitting, and I decided I'm going to magnetize my soulmate, I said to her, after decades of failed abusive relationships. I had taken time off and worked through my codependence, my wanting to give to the point of being harmed by it, right? Energy vampires, not having boundaries, narcissists, abusive people, right? I finally dealt with it all. I was like, oh, this is easier than I thought. And it wasn't easy, but there's lots of layers to it. And I was finally ready to call in my dream man. And I had been on eHarmony for 6 months, and I'm psychic. So it was like, nope, 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 nope. And I said to my daughter, I'm calling in my soulmate. And I remember she said, oh, good for you, mama. And she was sitting on the couch eating some yogurt or something, right? Sitting there, acai, or I don't know what had a snack. I can see it. And all I did was visualize the wish fulfilled, the timeline. And I was on this boat. It was a large boat. I didn't know anyone with a boat at that time, like a yacht. And we were sailing around an exotic location. The water was turquoise blue, vibrant. I could smell the salt. I could see the colors so vibrantly. And he was behind me. We were at the bow. I didn't even know what a bow was at that time. And his arms were around me. I didn't have the how. I didn't know where I would meet him. I was just having a future timeline memory fulfilled, done. And the water of my body, when I drank that elixir, confirmed to my ego mind and my subconscious that it wasn't a somewhere out there, it was an already done. And so then the law of the universe, it's already here. It's already here as me. And so, yeah, it was 24 hours after I drank the water elixir when Mark, my soulmate, waved after joining eHarmony on a 3-day trial, right? So if you do the math on when he joined, it was even crazier because it was the moment I did the water. He must have been doing his profile as I was like, anyway, he was born in Japan, grew up in England, and has American parents. I was born in Japan, grew up in England, and have American parents. And the synergies beyond that go so deep. We got 125 matching score. And if you get over 100, you should meet in person. It was like off the hook. And so just to tell you, like, all I did was this timeline jumping and water activation. Boom. This next module is neuro-linguistic programming. I cannot give you a certificate because I'm not an NLP practitioner. I'm not certified, but I know a lot about it. And I think I bring something unique to the table. But this is going to be all the rewiring behaviors, right? With water bending, advanced techniques. And if you're already an NLP-based coach, get ready because this is going to take it to the next level for sure. Now, this is something I'm really excited to introduce because it makes so much sense and most people don't know anything about it. It's called NGM, or New German Medicine. It's how your emotional wounds show up in your body and decoding that, getting to the root, and also honoring the way we overcome and integrate trauma. There's a very specific way we activate health issues, and also we resolve them. And of course, it has nothing to do with surgery or drugs. Just a little bit of water. Mind-body healing sessions you're going to be able to do on a whole new level with this New German Medicine. Okay. Oh my God, this one too, though. Like all of them, I'm like, oh, I'm so excited for this one. This one, though, came through during the what was that? The hurricane and the fog and all of these things that were happening with me, and the UFO. If you know anything about the plasmoids I saw, I literally realized. And I think someone actually spurred, I wish I could remember the podcast. When I was working out, I heard a podcast, and oh yeah, it's who's that handsome man who he was an actor, Terrence Howard. That's it. Anyway, this guy, he's a physicist. He's amazing. He triggered a memory within me to realize that every color has a sound and every sound has a color. And because of that, I realized we can actually decide what color the person needs and then find the tone that delivers that in a sound wave that you can hear and provide it to our clients for added, activation. So you could specialize in this alone and be wildly successful, or add it to part of the packaging that you offer, right? So it's just another way, guys, to slice and dice the stress release and elevating your potential and getting you into the flow. Very unique offering. It's going to be, and of course, into water, right? All of this is and water, and water, and water. Okay, this one, ooh, I'm really pumped about this one because I taught this topic for 365 days, all of 2024. Many of you actually came through that portal. It was called the Liquid Plan. This is lunar and cosmic rhythms. This is, there's a time for everything, for dreaming, doing, planning, resilience. And a lot of us don't have that 365 bandwidth. We're blind in certain spots. We may be really good at dreaming, but we suck at coming up with a plan and following through. Or we're really good at planning, but we really just don't know what should we be doing? What should we be planning, right? So I'm going to teach you in this certification the timing, the lunar cycles, yes, astrology, yes, cosmic rhythms, so that you can move in harmony with the universal timing, right? So that also will help you become so successful. So many people struggle with burnout, overwhelm, lack of planning, lack of follow through. It's the whole life coach industry could stand to use this lunar rhythms certification. Trish said, I took this class, and then I can tell you the benefits of flow were profound for me. Yay. Yeah. So she's talking about not this certification. She's talking about a liquid plan. And so this is not a liquid plan, but it's based on the components that I facilitated through that 365-day cycle. Just FYI, this is how to weave it into what you offer and also advanced techniques. But yeah, it is profound. It changed my life. Quite frankly, when I realized that, there's a cycle to things, and that if it's the new moon, I may not want to be, releasing. I may want to be building, right? So there's just a flow to it that's different. Story weaving. Oh my gosh. I can tell you this because it's just us on the call. Just taking a sip of water. But one of my students, and you know her if you were in a liquid plan, her name's Denise. She used water bending, story weaving, and timeline jumping to heal her cancer. Well, it was never really cancer. The doctor said it was. The doctor said 99% chance it's lung cancer. Let's do a biopsy. And she said, at first, no, I'm not going to. I'm just going to do my story weaving, timeline jumping, and water activation. And then over time, the doctor said, no, we need to get in there and look. Okay, so the schedule was months out. So she buckled down on her story weaving and how surprised and delighted she was when the doctor said, right, all these things. And it became the wish fulfilled. And she actually told us in class, the doctor was so baffled that it wasn't cancer that he wanted to do all sorts of other crazy stuff, that she said, no, thanks. I'm continuing on doing what I'm doing. Thank you. Because whether it was cancer and then wasn't, or was it never, we don't know. We don't care. She just went ahead and healed herself, right? Using this technique. So I can't say that in public because people will be like, oh, you're promising to cure cancer? No, but people do. And you can affirm all you want, but if you don't believe it, it's not going to work. So story weaving bypasses doubt by embedding the desire as already lived and turning vision into reality. And then this actual certification is going to help people craft that story, right? Because not all of us are authors or even creative, or not all of us can visualize even, right? So amazing. Now, this one is touchy. Some people are like, what? AI? Heck no. Just hear me out. This is AI for the tedious shit that you don't need to be doing that make you overwhelmed as a practitioner, right? AI is a tool. It's not some being that's going to zap your, essence and take away all of the, for example, how long do you think it would have taken me to put these slides together? I mean, if you are a graphic designer, you know how long this kind of thing takes. I mean, it would have taken weeks. I'm proud to say I did all 33 slides using AI's help, rather. It took me maybe 3 hours total. That's incredible. Well, what does that do? That frees up my time to be in my genius zone and to create more things that I wouldn't have time to create if I was hankering down doing all of the mundane marketing copy and email reminders and just the admin work that you have to go through to become a successful coach would blow your mind if you're not already in there. So this AI for coaches is going to allow you to level up. It's like hiring personal assistants that can go and do all the little things that you don't have time to do so that you can remain in your genius zone. And this is why I'm able to pump so many things out, because I'm like, and I have a unique way of getting the information I need, because it's just a tool. It's not going to replace you. You got to give it inputs for it to give you outputs. And there's a way you can begin to use it as a buddy versus it's definitely not a replacement. Definitely not a replacement because it can't do that. You're the qualia, you're the conscious creating component. It's just administrative assistant. Okay, so Michaela said you had introduced me to AI and I absolutely love it. We can do anything with it, write courses, workshops, and all. Indeed. Oh, and I didn't know I introduced you to it. That's so cool. And you love my AI art. Thank you, Lindsay. It sure is so much better to just explain what I want and have it come out than it is for me to spend 2 hours looking for the perfect image. Yeah. Thank you. My artwork is fire. Okay. And I think this is the last. Yep, this is the last one, which is the one we're doing next. Okay. And it's just the last one I'm talking about. This is non linear. It's just These are the components. And the next one we're starting on March 25th is the cha-ching frequency. Okay. Join or don't join. This one, if you're like, oh no, money and me, we're buddies. I don't have any limiting beliefs about earning and my value and exchange and the wave of gratitude when you spend that blesses others. And, money is energy and that's it. If you feel blocked to attracting abundance effortlessly, then you're going to want to attend this module. It's just a masterclass. I'm not certifying you. However, you can take and weave any information I give you as your own, meaning if you want to become a wealth consciousness water activation goddess, that could be your niche. Go for it. Reprogram people's relationship with wealth. Learn energetic selling. Attract your dream clients. Build a six-figure coaching business or even a multi-million. Become a bestseller. Go to corporations and explain how you can help them master the magnetism of money. The cha-ching frequency plus water does that. So guys, those are the modules, 13 of them. And who is this for? I'm not going to go through this whole thing because I think we're running out of time. What time is it? Oh, wow. We've cruised through this. This is great. Okay. So let me just have a sip of water. I want to mention the flow state technique is not for everyone. It's not for everyone. You really got to be ready to go beyond surface level change. Some people aren't. So that's fine. No worries. It's also for, it is for if you're already a coach and you want to upgrade, okay? You want to stand out from the crowd. You want to retain clients longer. You want to have a and then experience where you can coach someone for more than just one session. You have a road, to take the journey to take them on. You want to monetize multiple streams of income, right? You can work with private coaching, you can do courses, you can do workshops, you can do group one-to-many, right? And so the industry is massive, but there's nothing like this. There's pieces of it. Also, if you've never done anything, I'm an aspiring coach, but I need a proven system, something that's done for me, right? But also, it doesn't have to be done for you. This is done for you, but if you're like, yeah, I don't want cookie cutter, don't make it cookie cutter, right? I've already explained how you can come into your own niche and specialization using the ingredients of the FST to enhance whatever it is you're offering. In fact, I can't think of one type of coach that wouldn't improve what they're doing already through all of these things. So it's done for you if you want it to be done. And then the other thing is it's for anyone who just wants a major life shift. So I had this realization yesterday, actually. I was walking my dog and I was like, oh my God, this isn't just for wannabe coaches and coaches. This is for someone who's like, oh my God, I need to freaking get out of get out of to me and by me consciousness. I've got to let go. I've got to get in the flow and come into my ASME life. Do this. They always say you can teach a man to fish and he'll live forever. Do it for him and he's just going to live for that day. So this is sort of the same thing. If you want to master something, learn to teach it. You'll learn it pretty quick. So anyone who wants a major life shift, even if you never plan on getting certified, isn't that wild? It's still a good choice for you to take all of these. All right. So let's see. Yeah. Lindsay says, my husband wrote his first book, Quantum Addiction Recovery, on Amazon. by osmosis from what was learned in a liquid plan. Yeah, and actually, I think because he joined the AI for Coaches. So it's amazing. And now he has this book, Quantum Addiction Recovery. So cool. I think I'm mentioned in it, which is amazing. I'd love for you each to have a best-selling book using my methods. Next, we have, oh, okay. Oh, I know this is so annoying. You're like, I get it. I understand that. Oh, we are late. I was thinking it was by the hour. We started at 10:30. Wow. Okay. So I've got to go a little faster, but the world is changing. Coaching is evolving. Science, psychology, neuroplasticity, quantum shifts are in vogue. This is the right time for this. And there's nothing like it on the planet. So that's pretty dang cool. When you understand how it works, why it's different, what's possible for you, and you learn these tools, it's a no-brainer. But guys, don't say, well, the timing's just not right, because that's the biggest lie of all. The time is always now. So you're invited to step into a new level of transformation, not just for yourself, but for those you're meant to serve. Make it about them, not you. And the structure, again, full access to all 13 modules, live weekly classes, lifetime access, hands-on practice, supportive community, a business in a box, essentially, if that's what you're looking for, and not if you're not, right? It's a complete system, a complete system. It's not a rigid one-size-fits-all. So that's the other part. It's flexible. It's got momentum and deep integration. You can take all or some, right? You don't have to take all of them. It's nonlinear. It's live or not. It's on demand, if that's what you prefer. It's got built-in breaks. So again, this program is designed for momentum, not pressure. You are in the driver's seat the whole time. It's a choose your own adventure. There's no rigid timelines. All right, we've got 2 more slides to go. Enrollment. As I said, these are a la carte. So if each segment is worth $1,000, and it would be $13,000. Makes sense. You do the math. It's very easy. That's actually what most certifications like this would cost. If you're going to be with someone for over a year, you better bet it'd be 13. As I said, I paid my AI coaches. Now I'm just going to be transparent, because I believe I need to also get better skills in order to be a better coach. $25,000 for my AI stuff that I'm sharing with you in this program. And it was worth every penny, by the way. And $6,000 for the breath work that I never ended up getting certified in. So this is over $31,000 I've invested in the last year and a half, or I guess it is 2 years now. So if you're new to this world and you think that's unheard of, 13,000, actually, no, that's actually right on point. But it's just $19.90 when you pay in full. Now, I believe that if you want something, it needs to be a hell yes. If you don't, it's a hell no. It's totally fine. If you're like, yeah, no, thank you, you're probably off the call by now. But if you're like, you know what, if there were no buts, but time, but money, but am I ready, but will I do anything with it, but will I be successful, but. If there was no buts, would you do it? Do you want to do it? That's all you have to ask yourself. And if that answer is yes, it's a hell yes, jump in. And to help you with the hell yes, I love doing this. I'm giving you an extra $240 off. So I'm going to tell you where to go on the next slide. And you're going to go there, and the hell yes coupon will be just for 72 hours. Because you guys, if it takes longer than that to decide, then it's not for you, or you're self-sabotaging yourself, right? So you can pay $17.50 if you pay in full. If you want a discount, for payment plans, because I do have payment plans, guys. Legit, you know, your truth is your truth and it's true, but do you want it to be? There could be a few of you that are like, I want this so bad. I can't afford it. And your bank account doesn't lie. I'm not telling you you should go into debt for this, right? But I have spaced it out into 6 payments to make it more doable for anyone. If you need a payment plan, email me, anahatacodes@outlook.com. But for 72 hours, it'll be $17.50. Or if you're making payment plans, what was the math on that? It's $60 off each month. So it's $340 per month for 6 months. All right. That's it. So what do? We go to getfstcertified.com. Will someone actually go there and make sure it is redirecting? Because this morning it was saying it wouldn't forward. And I was like, what is going on? I assume it's been resolved. Sometimes GoDaddy has weird glitches. But if you go to getfstcertified.com, it should have the coupon applied. If someone can just tell me yes, that'd be awesome.
Yep, it's perfect.
Oh, thank God.
I'm going to post the link in the chat as well.
Oh, thanks. You are so sweet, Barb. Barb's already in. She's already claimed her fame. All right, guys. Let's see. I think that's it. I know we went longer. So funny. I thought that we were like 20 minutes early. In fact, we were 10 minutes over because we started at the half hour. Oopsie doops. Questions? Anyone have any quick questions? I want to say your work matters. The world is shifting. It's ready. People are really wanting deep, lasting transformation. You've got so much to offer when you add this into your toolbox. Mastering these tools, I do believe, I can't promise you, but anyone who submerges themselves in this and lights a path, there's no amount of success that you can't have. I know that's a double negative, but you literally could become a multi-millionaire, well-known transformation catalyst this lifetime. That's my plan, and I'm doing that. So if you want to come with me, I'd love to celebrate with you. All right, so invest in yourself. You know, your vision deserves to be realized. Don't make it about yourself. Make it about them too, right? Who needs you? I don't have time to service all of them. So step on up and let's do this. Questions? Anything I didn't cover that you want answered? You can always email me. Lindsay says, yes, please, let's celebrate. And guys, I do want to caveat, it's not about the money. As you'll learn in the Cha-Ching frequency, it's absolutely not about the money that you're going to make. It's about the type of person you have to become to receive that, because money is your value. And I'm not saying worth, I'm not saying everyone's infinitely worthy. I'm talking about what value do you bring this planet? And that will be reflected in the amount of money you receive. So you can donate it all, I don't care. But wealth in that way means that you've served. And so this is just so exciting. All right, guys, let's roll, says Michaela. I'm so excited for this, says Barb. Whoop, whoop. Oh, shoot. I just remembered, guys, if you are registering right now, this hot second, which some of you are, disregard the email you get because it's an old one. If you know me, I always add. And it doesn't have 13 modules in the like, welcome, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to go update that in a minute. Just know that if it's not exactly what we talked about in the you're in, the page has everything, but the welcome email, I totally forgot to update. So that's coming in a few, and love you guys so much. If anything comes up, I'm going to just put Anahata, whoops, that's caps, Anahata codes@outlook.com. There you have it. All right, Trish, I hope you're in. I know that you've been pondering all these things that you could do, and you are a mentor, but girlfriend, these 13 modules are it. All right, guys, chat with you all soon. Welcome newbies as well. Rika, I don't recognize you. Karen, welcome in. I'm so glad you're here. Who else do I not know who's in the room? I honor each and every one of you. Doriana, hello, beautiful. Love your hair. Yeah, and anyone else I didn't mention, we'll chat soon. I'm here for you. All right, guys, much love. Bye for now. Oh, yes, Lindsay, they are all live and then they go to archive, right? Whoop, whoop. Doriana's in. All right, guys, see y'all soon. Bye for now.